Jules in this game if he wants to. There are some good targets. Queen is easy one-shot for SF if he wants to. And there's only really 2 good heroes to stop him, Lion and the Zeus. And all you need to know is that they're not in range to run there. They don't really have early Blink Daggers, as opposed to your Blink Yules on Shadow Fiend. So he could go for that path, or he could go for the more standard, I'm gonna say, the build leaning towards the mech BKB, and then into whatever item. Very commonly either Scotty, Satanic, or Butterfly. Butterfly not the option in this game though. You definitely don't go mech BKB Butterfly against this lineup.
I don't think that's the build.
Because you need HP, like raw HP, and even maybe some resistance if he wants to. If he feels he has an inventory slot, he could go for a casual cloak, but you don't really have that as a mid laner. You run out of inventory slots. Okay. Abaddon or Abaddon. We had some discussions on the couch on how important it is.
The pronunciation stuff is always the worst.
The worst discussions.
It's just like, everybody thinks they're right.
Yeah, exactly.
People argue from the strangest backgrounds as well.
Exactly.
Like, oh, in French it's pronounced this way, but in
visage or visage. Or, it's good fun. I enjoy listening to bullshit like this. Oh, that's cool. They ban out Ursa. They ban out the Abaddon against their own Beastmaster, and then as they have the Beastmaster, they go for Ursa. So this way they have a very good counter to Bloodseeker.
They can blow up anyone.
Yeah, Bloodseeker in particular is the type of hero that runs in the outskirts of the fight and throws his spells and runs in for the finish all the time.
Gets a heal, backs out, gets a heal.
Exactly, he's that kind of, you know, like, I don't know how to call it, just a very special type of hero in the way that he executes. But if you just keep the Beastmaster ulti online and save that for Bloodseeker in most cases, or even a Eul Scepter on Lina, you can just stop the Bloodseeker in his track, get a stun on him, and then Ursa can blow him up so fast. He actually kills him immediately.
Yeah, and G-Guard's Roshan potential now is ridiculous. They've got pretty good fight around the pit with the Earthshaker.
Yeah,
They've got scouting from Beastmaster.
They have to check level 1 Roshan even in this game. Like, sure, it's not the best level 1 Rosh, but anytime you see an Ursa on the enemy team, if you don't check Roshan, you're gonna beat yourself up if you lose to something like that. And also, of course, you have to be careful for the wraparound, like the fake Roshan. Because, yeah. But I think 5EVA have a great level 1 lineup. They're really strong. They have the Windrunner, they have the Bloodseeker, everything they need to fight early on. Even Queen of Pain is a great level 1 hero. Yeah. So I think they're fine to contest there.
And we talked about the synergy between Zeus and Bloodseeker as well, so I think there's some other strong points from 5EVA's lineup that we haven't necessarily touched on just yet.
Even, I mean, Miracle plays a beastly Windrunner. I've seen some highlight clips of this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's insane on that hero as well. So, looking for him to make plays with Force Staff. He really likes to go for Force Staff and Blink, but he could, of course, go for the more standardized Aghanim's Rush and then into a DPS item. I would love to see him go for the utility kind of approach, though. I think he could make more happen with that. But I'm excited about this game already, as that last pick came in.
Yeah, I want to see some shackles. That's all.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I recommend if you haven't seen the highlight reels of Miracle Windrunner, you should go to YouTube and check them out. He plays it really well. One of his most played heroes as well. Can I check his profile, or does he have it hidden? There's a possibility you have it hidden, right?
Let's see.
Oh, he actually has it open, so you can go in and check. TA, Invoker, and Naga are his most played, but...
Well, what's he been playing recently? I guess these are all disqualified. Oh, no, a lot of ranked...
You
they don't show up,
You won't see the qualifier games. You just see the ranked games and so on. He's the type of player that plays everything quite a bit. He just mixed up a lot. Tons of SF games.
There are a few pages of SF and Quap in there.
Yeah, quite a bit. He hasn't been playing Windrunner for a very long time in his ranked games, but again, before TI, you probably scrim a shit ton, so these games date back pretty long back, and most of these games are probably in scrims at this point.
He's probably been pretty busy, I'm sure, practicing up.
He plays a lot of Dota, just want to mention. Some people don't have that many games in their, he's got their lists.
He's got 4,000 wins.
Yeah.
So...
he has a lot of games, this guy.
Yeah.
4K wins.
What are you at these days, Walger? How many games?
I think I have like 3,200 wins, so he actually has more pubs played than I have. I feel beat, dude. Fucking Miracle. What a player.
Oh, there you go. He's still young. He's still got the energy to play 20 pubs in a day.
Crazy, dude. Crazy.
Oh well. CSGO later. The 5-Ever guys are already just making plans with G-Guard.
CSGO later, Maling. Okay. They're setting up their CS scrims. Shadow Fiend rocking them swaggy arms. New Immortal. Pretty cool stuff.
You know, heroes pick rates always go up a little. These new cosmetics
even in qualifiers. I'm looking forward to seeing some anti-mage. I actually got
Lakells could play some anti-mage. I can see that.
I got so lucky yesterday. I opened my chests. I got the
you were telling me about this, yeah.
Anti-Mage Golden on the first drop, and then I opened 5 more and I got it again. So I actually have dupes of it. But I didn't get the SF arms though, so I'm gonna have to trade someone for that. We'll see. I'm sure I can find someone.
Roshan, I'm sure you'll have no problem.
Roshan is being checked by Radiant, of course, as expected here. They just poked around and made sure that no one is there. They also got vision of people up on top for a brief moment, so they'll be fine. Oh, Miracle has the Killing Blade. He's doing Ancients, dude.
Oh, wow.
He's doing Ancients, so this is solo mid Queen of Pain, off lane / Ancients.
This is like
Windrunner.
This is TI3 Navi strats.
Yeah, sort of. Oh, he goes for it. He wants
get it.
He gets it.
Oh, he gets it.
That's massive.
Miracle.
That's
okay,
so good
that's
for
huge, actually. So both bounty runes going to 5-Ever there.
Yeah.
Cheeky little play with the Windrun, but G-Guard were not at all expecting a solo hero from 5-Ever to come and contest that.
And this is not a great matchup mid. Yamate is going to be Ursa against Queen.
Melee hero against a Quap.
Queen is always a very strong hero at punishing people, so this is going to be tough. I mean, obviously he has the poor man shield and it's hard to harass, but you only have 2 tangos for HP regen, and what are you going to do after the Shadow Strike is level 2?
He's just running at her at the moment.
Yeah, well, he can't deal a lot of damage just by running at her now, but it's more like when Queen is level 3, you really suffer on this lane.
Yeah, once the Shadow Strike starts getting leveled up, it's going to be dangerous. Ben's already got his double boar up bottom lane, trying to grab a few CS. The KS is just right-clicking them down. They're not particularly tanky at level 1 with 0 armor, so our new base damage Lion gonna keep putting on some pressure. He does have the creep wave pushing towards them right now, so that makes a little bit more space for him, but not an amazing start for the Beastmaster necessarily, as Miracle is just settling into
Ling is like, Miracle, where you at, bro? Are you over here? Shaker just going out and confirming, like, yep, that's a dude. And he's here to steal experience, of course.
If I go too much further, this Queen of Pain might blink and Shadow Strike me, so let's just stay.
He actually didn't get experience from that one. Was it too far, or can you simply...
No, you can't soak Ancients.
Oh, yeah, you can't soak them at all.
It's only regular neutrals that you can steal from.
Oh, yeah, true.
So Miracle is actually totally covered here, even if Ling sits here.
Yeah, and there's no way he can even kill him here. So Ling is just gonna sit around.
Have they both seen one another? The Fadkaki still.
Oh, yes, they saw each other.
Okay, so they've both spotted. Been spotted on both sides. Polosin actually eats a Fisher and some nukes on mid lane.
I think this might just be a lane switch, right? Because Yamate, how are you gonna keep laning on mid? You have no HP at all, which is making Bloodseeker super strong and very easy last hits for him on bottom right now. I don't think you stay on mid. I think you go jungle as Ursa right now. Just disappear off the map. That also makes it easier to go into Roche Pit, because that way you can sneak into Roche without anyone really noticing. Are they gonna they're gonna try and make a wraparound here on Miracle, but I don't know how effective it's gonna be. He did see the ES.
ES was spotted on the ward.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, he needs to back now though, but Lina... Oh, Lina did block, but I don't think that matters much. Windrunner...
Still has quite a few creeps.
Yeah, exactly. There's still many creeps. And he's getting so much more than he would get on the off lane. Besides, Shaker hasn't been doing much. He hasn't been protecting mid. He did help mid a little bit, but he didn't really win it for the Bloodseeker by any means. Or for the Ursa by any means. And he doesn't really mess with Miracle either. Miracle is just going to be farming here.
Okay, so 5-Ever really settling into some pretty decent farm. KS is running pulls and pulls through on the bottom lane as well. They've got plenty of opportunities. Once Chibix has a few more levels for him to start moving over into the jungle, and they can start working towards the Blink Dagger on the Lion. So I like the overall game plan here from 5-Ever, honestly.
Yeah. I feel the same. I think they can get a lot done with this. And they just need to get level 6 on Bloodseeker, and then bottom lane is going to be a pain for Ben as well. He can't really do much against that. But he's going to try and deny his own boar, but does get killed by the Arc Lightning there. Some nice gold and experience for Zeus.
Random stunt landing onto Polosin mid lane. Wasn't even necessarily set up. TP coming in as well from net. Raise 4 HP. on the Queen of Pain. That was Fisher from
him.
Ling from long range. I keep forgetting how huge this Fisher is these days.
Yeah, the extra range on Fisher when they added that is a big deal. So really nice there. Well played, and I think they're gonna switch up Miracle to top now because they see the switch from Ursa, right? You never want to let go and let this Ursa have an easy time. So just go up here, buy some boots on Miracle, and start pressuring Ursa again. Deal damage to him so that he can't free farm. It's really important. They seem to have a good mentality in this game, 5EVA.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little bit more lane focused. They're keeping a better track, I think, of what G-Guard's goal is in this game and trying to disrupt that a little bit.
I would like to see more pulls being done bottom though by Lion. I wish he would keep just focusing fully on himself and get as much levels as possible so that he gets early Blink Dagger and level 6.
Okay, Zeus, you've got the Illusion Rune. Let's see some sick double stack action here.
Yeah, he can do it, I believe. He can just share with Miracle. Miracle can like lane top and stack 5 neutral camps at once, I believe.
The wraparound from Ling, but once again, this Radiant Ward is going to scout things out really nicely, and Miracle just comes running at him.
Yeah.
Sort of giving away the fact that the Earthshaker was spotted, but
they miss one of the stacks. The left one, I believe, is going to be missed. That was really late. Oh, they actually got it. Wow.
Oh, wow.
They attacked on 54.5, so it was just barely going to get it. But,
Miracle. Nice. Okay, might be in some trouble here. The fish is going to land. Lightstrike Array follow up. He still got the Wind Run, and we'll just be able to TP out here, in fact. Okay.
Oof. That was very close.
Needed, I think, one more auto attack to finish him off.
Good presence of mind there, just counting the CD on Winter's stun. He knew that he could just barely make it out in time. Winter just had his stun as Miracle disappeared.
Alright, so what have we got going on? Looks like we've already got the Bloodseeker making his way over into the jungle. Ben has kind of realized that the Bloodseeker's not here, so he can play a tiny bit more aggressively and start to pick up a little bit of additional farm, but still only level 3.5 at this stage of the game.
This is going to free up more space for Lion as well to farm, though. Lion's going to be super happy with this. Nice to self-deny. Yeah, exactly. Some stacks being done in the jungle here.
Oh, Miracle comes running out of nowhere. Net not going to be shackled, but I don't think they even needed that to land. He's already been Shadowstruck up. Ling's coming in to try and save this with the Fisher, but the Sonic Wave ensures it. And Blossom and Miracle walk away with that kill.
Yeah, very nice rotation. After he got forced to TP back home, you might as well try for a gank, and did work. Bloodseeker now with an Invest Rune is looking to make something happen. Can they get a Shackle here? They're gonna need Shackle Dina if they can, but might just kill him. Oh, he's straight up dead, I think. Power shot. On point. Good execution here, and you don't really expect that. Like, who expects a level 5 Bloodseeker to come with an Invis Rune and gank you? That's so unlikely, so they're just finding that off-chance gank.
Feels like 5EVA are playing a little bit like TNC. I think TNC, the couple of games that I've cast from them, one game I saw a 3-man gank at mid, including the offlaner, a minute and a half into the game, and then the very second game of theirs that I cast, they did a 4-man dive mid, like 4 minutes in. And
yeah.
5EVA kind of doing the same thing, just lots of rotations and lots of pressure on the middle lane right now.
Yeah, it's not uncommon in the current patch, I mean, to see these kind of ganks. We see, of course, Bloodseeker farming some stacks here in the jungle, and there are stacks in the jungle for Shadow Fiend as well now. So he can go out and clear, or they already cleared them.
I think he's already taken them.
Yeah, they felled one of them. They felled the medium camp one, and the other medium camp is stacked, but it's Mud Golem, so it's not amazing. Good deep ward here by Ling. This is gonna try and keep track a little bit more of where Miracle is gonna head. Of course, he might just TP out this time, go somewhere. We'll see.
Yeah, it does suggest. Well, this would be the right kind of ward if they were looking to put a little bit more pressure on this top tier 1 and spot potentially mid-heroes or supports making their way up towards defending. But G-Guard don't have the most impressive tier 1 push lineup here. They kind of have to bring the Shadow Fiend to the Beastmaster, I think, to really look towards that tower. And I don't think Yamato's too interested in pushing right now. Probably just wants to keep farming safely.
Yeah, no, Yamato doesn't want any attention towards him, basically. He just wants to stay calm. The ward that they just placed did scout out Miracle moving towards top, but however, I don't think they know Queen of Pain is here. She is not revealing herself. She actually blinks in very aggressively. That's not going to do much.
Yamate's like, okay, this I don't like this. It's Roshan time.
Yeah, TP's away and goes Roshan.
That's actually a pretty big deal because right now the Queen of Pain probably thinks he's just hiding in the fog because he got Shadowstruck and if from his perspective, it's like, okay, Ursa is just afraid that he's getting ganked.
He's like, yeah, Ursa was just here. I pressured him a little bit, and now we'll see where he is.
So here's moving through. They might think that these are both illusions, perhaps.
Oh, she might get that. She can blink after. Yeah, she got it. Nice Fisher kill, Fisher, but they do get the courier kill, which is huge. In terms of golds, you get a lot for your team killing a courier.
Mini tower.
Yeah, mini tower. Mini Roshan, dude. Roshan, speaking of which, is being killed right now by Ursa. Not gonna use his ulti at all. Holding it on. Doesn't really need it when he has a Beastmaster attack speed there. And the ulti is just so useful for fighting now. Oh, mid.
Net's getting ruptured on mid lane, just staying still for now. Lightstriker is going to keep things zoned back somewhat, but
so fast.
In comes the Sonic Wave. They burst one down, and the Bloodseeker just one-shots and finishes off the Lina. There's going to be a roar coming in. It looks like Chivik should fall in the end.
He started buying a Dagon.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's a Dagon build. I disagree wholeheartedly with the Dagon choice, but it's his choice. That's, you know, his decision making. So in the C qualifiers, currently 7 wins and 0 losses, has been banned 6 games out of 30 and played 7, I assume then. So pretty high pick / ban rate.
Yeah, 50% pick ban.
And yeah, I think this is the first time I see the Dagon build though. Obviously, I'm not against Dagon on Bloodseeker in general. I just don't like it as your first item. I think it's really bad as a first item for Bloodseeker. Going into anything like Midas or Yule Scepter early on is great, or even the 2 of these items. But we'll see what he can make happen with it. I'm not going to judge him until I've seen his performance on it.
Yeah. He could just play around it perfectly, and I mean that's always the great thing about Dota, right? You've got heroes and you think, okay, these are the standard builds, but some people tweak things just ever so slightly. And the first time we see it, we're like, oh, okay, you know, that's really weird. I don't quite agree with it. Yeah. And then it becomes the standard, you know, a couple of weeks later.
Definitely. So. Well, later on, I wouldn't mind at all to see him pick up the Dagon. I think it's a great item for your type of playstyle on Bloodseeker later. It's just that you kind of need to be even faster.
Oh, Miracle. Nice sidestep on the Lightstriker at top, leading into the Shackle off the creep. And that's going to be a free kill for him.
That was a Miracle Shackle shot. And he kind of runs into a lot of people here, but he can just windrun and run away. Miracle just giving Winter the place. Winter has been having a hard game. He's 0-3 and 2.
Ben, his TP's on cooldown, but I don't know if I've ever known that. He's still just juking. Shipix is like, okay, he's definitely here.
You're not fooling Mr. Bloodseeker. He can smell it, dude.
Keep running, Ben. Keep running. KS doesn't actually have any spells.
He's like, oh.
No, okay. He's trapped in the trees. Uses the roar to knock the Bloodseeker away. Just gonna try to auto-attack the Beastman. Auto-attack the Lion down. Winter comes in. Lightstriker not going to land. The Rupture comes out. Also joining in on the fun as Yamate comes charging in with his Aegis at the ready.
Yamate is like, I have Aegis, fight me. But he's gonna get some action indeed. Fisher being used now. Maybe they can go on the Ursa instead, but they're trying to pursue. That's the ulti here. Queen gonna go for a solo kill on Shaker. Brings him down.
Yeah, does manage to grab it and Blink cooling down pretty quickly, so he doesn't have to be all that afraid of the Ursa. Just gonna give him one last
and he finds
Shadow Strike as a goodbye.
Finds a good rune as well. DD rune just around the corner. Very nice for him. He almost has the second Oblivion staff as well. He's building towards his Orchid. Dagon now completed on Bloodseeker.
They're going to try and gank top lane, but Earth Spike is very short as Net is backing up to go and grab the back.
With the ambitious.
Yeah, that was
spike.
That was hopeful. Lawson diving mid with this double damage. He's got another blink, doesn't want to use it just yet. Jumps over the top, doesn't get the scream off though. And that's going to leave Ysera for dead as Yamate just punches him down. Chivix is coming in, a few more auto attacks come out, does manage to get the heal. Palosin still plinking away with the double damage as the Rupture does end up coming out. That's actually over.
They don't really have more people though, it's only the 2 of them. And
He's still got the mech.
Oh, I think this is over ambitious.
Laguna Blade.
Yeah, that was over ambitious. The 2 of them should just be happy with the fact that they managed to kill the Ursa. That was a good play. And the fact that Ursa could turn there at all was attributed to his new change to the ulti. Being able to reduce 80% damage, he just completely disjointed, you could say, the nuke from Zeus, and Queen couldn't finish him off. So, strong ability. And Force Staff is completed as the first item on Miracle. This goes to show how much he likes this build. Oh, they're gonna go for a kill on him. I think he's dead straight up. Yeah, you can auto attack across here, even using the Yaz ulti, doesn't need it.
Okay, mass TPs from 5 Eva. Can they actually catch anybody? Ben's already made his way out.
Yeah.
Chibix is going to keep up the pursuit. The Dagon gives him a bit of extra move speed as he knocks down the Earthshaker that little bit more, and Ysera is going to finish things off.
Yeah, securing with the Zeus ulti. You want to be careful stealing too many kills from a Bloodseeker though, because he really relies on getting his kills when he starts rotating. He wants to get the last hit, not the...
Especially with this kind of a build with the Dagon.
Exactly.
It's not a farming item by any means. He needs to continue finding hero kills non-stop.
Interesting build, really, the Tread, Bottle, and Dagon. I can't say that I would want to replicate this, but it's not, you know, it's a hero with options. Definitely go for this.
Ysera got spotted trying to run around behind to place this ward here, so Ben's going to ping it out. They had a Hawk in position, but looks like Ysera is going to be able to retreat himself back. KS has his Blink Dagger actually up notably right now, and he's going to go jumping in. Finger of Death Dagon on your poor Beastmaster. Just gets popped. Oh, nice little play. They even Blood Rage the Lion to make sure that the Finger of Death did a ton of damage.
Dagon kills 2.
Yeah, we've got the running tally.
Yeah,
I wonder if he's going to level it up at all, or if it's just going to... I don't want to see it leveled up.
I reckon you keep it. Yeah, you definitely don't level it. Just because we say that, he's probably going to go ahead and do it and run around with like no HP at all for the entire game.
I mean, if you're one-shotting people...
Yeah, but you can get one shot as well. That's the downside to it.
Yeah.
Blink Dagger completed online is really nice for him now. He's gonna completely whiff it though and jump into the entire enemy team.
Yeah, if he'd gotten that Earth Spike off a little bit faster, would have probably stunned 3, but still died anyway with...
Yes, he would still die because the Shaker can run him down and Fisher him if he uses Blink aggressively like that. And that puts Shaker closer to his Blink, being part of this kill. He has 1700 gold, so slowly working his way. He might even
bottom lane, they're looking for the Bloodseeker. 2 hero Smoke Yank wrapping around. They've got the Roar. They're going to lock him down. And that's going to be the end of him. As G got actually TP in a bunch. They've got the mech available on the Shadow Fiend. And looks like they want to just try and transition this into a tier 1 tower point. 5 are finding an answer, however, as they start going for a tier 1 tower of their own over on the mid lane.
Yes. So, pressure being applied, just trying to go for a tower, and both of them last hitting. It's kind of funny to see.
I want it.
Miracle and Poloson not really agreeing who should have the gold, but Poloson gonna take it in the end.
He's actually closer to another item. I guess it's relatively close. They've both just finished up kind of their first big ticket item. Miracle probably wants, I guess, maybe his point booster now.
Point booster or Blink. I mean, I think he's gonna go Blink, honestly, as his next item. That would be the Miracle style. Even a Shadow Blade next wouldn't be too bad. But we'll see what he goes for.
Built first in exactly 3 games.
First item, yeah. 66% win rate. That's reliable stats.
Well, there we go. Let's see, Chibix, can you...
From the great pool of 3 games. We'll see if he makes it, you know, 50, or if he's gonna keep improving it up to 75%. Go Bloodseeker. Best of luck.
It's the build. We'll find out. G-Guard going for a smoke here. There is a Queen of Pain illusion.
Oh, he actually disjointed by... Oh my god, they thought it was real because the smoke broke. But that's just because Poloson is sitting around here. Oh, he messes up. Oh, he ran wrong.
He ran the wrong way. He gets roared. He's going to get focused. Light Strike Ray also clips him on the back of the head.
That's just sad. He blinked and then he started... Like, he misclicked his movement. Oh, I was just about to praise you, Poloson, for making such a nice play. Then you do this to me. Oh well. Oh well.
Come on, let's go. Finger Dagon kill time. KS Chibix mid lane. Winter already gone. Chibix doesn't even get to use the Dagon.
That's a Blood Rage Lion, right? So it hurts quite a bit.
Chibix just juking in the trees. He's looking for Ling. Ling manages to blink out with nothing canceling that. Earthshaker actually has his Blink Dagger up at the moment, so he's doing very well on farm.
Yeah, which means they can keep pursuing here. They have Blink Dagger on Ursa as well, so they just straight up kill this guy. I think this is sort of the weakness that I'm talking about. What? Yamate dropping his TP scroll and attack canceling his... I don't know what he's doing. He's threatening his TP scroll to kill it.
It's just some ice tactics, right?
Ah, I guess.
Now Poloson comes jumping in with the Orchid Silence onto the Shadow Fiend, but he's spikes him down. Shackle Shot, however, lands off both, and looks like Ysera, along with Miracle, are going to be able to clean this up. KS comes blinking out of the side to do exactly what his name says and finish that kill.
And he lives as well on the Zeus, just barely. And Miracle doing again what we said. We talked about it before we started casting this game. The Miracle is just a beast, right? He's just He's just a really standout player, possibly one of the most standout players in the C qualifier. So really great play there. He has a Maelstrom completed now, so suddenly adding a lot of DPS, making his ulti much more, you know, potent as well. I wouldn't blame him for any item build that he decided to go for, because he's such a Windrunner tryhard that his decision making is probably, you know, whatever build he goes for is probably the most effective for this game.
Yeah, and he likes the split push as well quite a bit, so I think it makes sense for him to pick up this Maelstrom, and gives him a little bit of extra pressure to push out the lanes, and that's going to be important since G-Guard had such a 5-man oriented kind of a lineup. I mean, you see this Necrobook on the Beastmaster, and you can really kind of read into their intentions from that. We've got another jump being lined up top lane. KS and Chibix waiting for a second Blood Rage, perhaps? No, okay, it's only level 2 at the moment, so they can't actually get multiple up.
Yeah, exactly. Same duration as cooldown right now. When you have it maxed out, then 12-second duration, 6-second CD. Very nice. So right now I feel that 5EVA are slowly taking control of the game. But they need to be careful with dying on key heroes like Bloodseeker or Queen, because it gives away a lot of golds. And Queen blinking ultra aggressive there in the last fight is an example of that.
He thinks that they've given up on him, but they haven't, KS. Oh,
no, he saw him. He was still fading when he walked in there. Actually, they have a hawk. Wow, the casual all chat high.
Casual all chat high. Yeah.
Net. Yeah. We don't have a translator for this. This is... No. I feel like he needs more vowels than that, honestly.
I think he's actually... I don't even think it's any other language. I think it's just I'm not there, la.
Oh, that could be it. I'm not there, la.
Oh, Ling jumps in with the echo, but he doesn't actually land it on Chibix. Short range just to blink someone. Now the finger comes flying out of the trees. Another shackle for Miracle. Going to keep net locked in place. Chaos running forward. Will get auto attack down. And it's just a blink support for a blink support, as the Lion and the Earthshaker are going to trade lives.
Yeah, just some life trading. More commitment, though, from G-Guard, as they brought in more people there. And this allows, of course, the Queen of Pain to split push more on bottom lane. Zeus is still farming up. He has a 4-staff as well. I love these 4-staff pickups. Oh my god. Is this some I'm not there, la? I'm not there, la?
I'm definitely not here.
Yeah, they don't have any vision, so they're just gonna chill.
So I'll just hope that this isn't the Beastmaster's Necro 3 on the courier.
Yeah, they just
okay,
have,
no, it's not. It's just the BKB. All right.
Coming in. Chibix, definitely not there. Bottom lane, going really aggressive here. 4-staff gonna help save the Queen of Pain. He has ulti, gonna go for the kill.
Yeah, turns around for the Sonic Wave, gets a few more auto attacks out. Does manage to get Ling, but Yamate pops up from the grave and finishes him off with a blink coming in. Miracle walking past 2 heroes over in the dire jungle, and he's not tanky enough to live through Aurora and a Laguna Blade.
That was some, like, he was pushing mid and then he runs straight into enemy jungle. It's one of those straight up bad plays.
Oh, and that manages to get off the BKB as KS comes jumping in. Okay, we've once again got a little bit of back and forth.
This has turned into an alt-chat game. I like it. I approve. Very good timing there on the impale, though. If the BKB was to end, that was the last possible moment to impale off the TP. So good attempt by KS, but this was a first BKB charge. They last forever. 10 seconds confirmed. Eternity.
The blink in Dota, it is. Yeah. 10 seconds is an extremely long time in a Dota timescale.
It was a little bit of a misplay by Polizon again there on bottom lane, just blinking during the Aegis on Ursa, so that when Ursa respawned, he could just blink on top of the Queen and she had cooldown. If he just held on to it, he would probably have been fine and could probably still go for the kill on Shaker. But it's easy to analyze from the bird's perspective, right? We see everything. He doesn't have all the intel. But 5 deaths now on your solo mid Queen is gonna really give some momentum back. This is a really even game once more. We're still at like 0 difference at all.
Thunder God's Wrath gets popped, charging up the Bloodseeker somewhat.
Necrobook's didn't see the word. Oh, top.
Yeah, Neck getting silenced up, but Ling is here to help out. We got some more all-chat coming out.
These two teams.
Oh, you know what? I really love seeing this because to me, it just Dota. End of the day, best kind of Dota is playing with your friends, against your friends. It's all good. right?
It seems that they're having fun at least, so that's good. They're gonna probably kill the Shadow Fiend now. Yeah.
Okay, this time around they get the Blink Hex coming in, silenced up, but that does manage to pop the PKB and turns around. In comes the Echo Slam from Ling. Palasa not quite finished off, does manage to blink a little bit further away.
How did he not Earth Spike him after getting a Hex off? I don't understand.
Yeah,
this is a 2.5 seconds you have to stun him, but he just held on to Earth Spike. Okay.
Okay, Chimix, time for the re-engage. He's healing up a little bit. I think he wants net. He can auto-attack and Dagon, but I don't think that's quite going to be enough.
Almost.
Instead, he's going to go for Ling, but Ling does have a Fissure. Yeah, he needs to try and bring in the Earthshaker first if he can. Puts the Blood Rage up to go for the Dagon, but that might cost him his life. Does manage to blink out of the Blood Rite. Very nicely played by Ling, and net waiting in the side chop. Just one last casual raise.
Not nice.
And Ling's like, sad face.
Sad face. Well...
And Ling gets his blink once he gets back to base.
Yeah, well, Ling already had his blink. It's not even that. He has his Staff of Wizardry now. It was blink on net being purchased now. So blink BKB mech build.
Oh yeah, he blinked away from the Blood Rite. What am I talking about?
Exactly. It's fine. It's fine. Mid, some damage being dealt here by Poloson onto the Yamate. He has a BKB and he could just scare him away. There's a 10-second charge though. They're really... I don't want to say generous. Oh, are they going to try? I don't want to say generous, but they really get forced out to use their 10-second BKB charges easily in these games. And that's a massive thing. Having the long BKB durations for the team fights is a pretty big deal. This game is not about team fights, though. This game is just skirmishes all over the place.
Yeah, if I've ever just running around... I don't want to say willy-nilly, because they are definitely looking for specific targets, but... Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Lawson finds out Ben down bottom lane and
help from Zeus, of course, bringing some extra damage. And DD Rune on Queen is very, very useful. So smoke being used here, and it was scouted out by KS standing on the cliff on the other side. He did get the intel, so he's drawing pretty much.
They've scribbled all over the map. I can't even
he's
see
like this way. I don't even know where they're going, but this way, guys.
This is a vague direction.
Yeah.
But oh well, Yamate leading the way. Ling down here as well. Doesn't have the Echo Slam for 20 seconds, but still want to try and find a kill if they can. They're even going for the, okay, let's use the smoke to see if anybody's farming this camp down the hill.
Yeah.
And we can jump over.
They have a lot of Blink Daggers, so they could definitely fight there. They have 3 of them, right? Yeah.
Yep.
And they should be going for one more on Beastmaster later on. Could even go for one on Lina if she ever gets farmed, but she's playing the 5 support or the bitch support in this game, so no farm for her. She doesn't earn. She should be happy. Oh, mid. They want to jump. That's pretty aggressive though.
They want to try yeah, KS was looking for a 4-step into a blink.
Yeah, Miracle forcing down KS like go, but that would have been terrible because everyone is around mid.
5 instead, just starting to divert up towards top lane, but Miracle actually not able to make it up the ramp to join his team. As Ursa is just wandering through. So.
I think 5 Eva are just respecting that they don't have the strongest team fight. So right now they're trying to play the split push game a little bit, try and play around their opponents.
They're so squishy as well.
Yes.
Like in a full 5-on-5 fight, anyone who gets stunned even once, I think, just dies instantly.
Pretty much. And they're trying to hide now. The army of Beastmaster is kind of looking around. Oh, they might actually find them.
Oh, they've spotted Ysera. The trees is going to force staff, can try and force TP. Looks like that's going to be the play. Can they stop him? They will with the Fissure. And Yamate jumps in and brings him down.
I'm not there, La.
He's not there. He's not there anymore at the very
definitely
least.
Not there anymore. Good scouting there by Beastmaster, making the most out of his summons, of course. And Net actually stealing the enemy Ancients here a little bit. And he's not really on the vision while doing so, but they did see him go up there. And he's even taking the mid creep wave, so Net playing really greedy here, but he also knows what's there really to punish him right now. Nothing that can kill him when they have the Hawk here protecting him with vision.
Yeah, it feels like 5F are just kind of... Well, G-Guard at least are just playing exterminators right now. They're just running around trying to find the rats hiding in their jungle, looking for the pickoffs.
Oh, the smoke TP's coming in bottom. They're gonna see if they can get an initiation with Shaker.
There's already a silence onto Yamate, but he doesn't carry. Comes blinking in, pops the BKB. Miracle running back with the wind run, Force Staff as well. But he's gonna end up getting Yules as the Fissure also flies. So it looks like Wind Ranger definitely taking a dirt nap. And that is going to be the end of this bottom lane. Tower does end up being brought down by the Windrunner in the meantime, so a bit of a trade, but still not what 5EVA were looking for.
They got something, but it's still bad, kinda. Yeah. And the smoke breaks here. They're running out to the shop. They use Zeus ulti to scout it. They could hex him.
Slow really reaction, I think, from KS. Yeah. Must have been looking somewhere else.
Very slow.
BKB TP out. Nothing to cancel that.
Wow. Because that was like a full 1.5 second after the Zeus ulti that SF did not use BKB and was in range of Lion's Hex. So, KS... Yeah.
I mean, he didn't know that he'd been scouted, but he didn't know that Lion was right around the corner. It's all on the Lion to...
Oh yeah, that's what I mean, but as soon as...
Winter looking to combo off a Plosive here. They're going to get the Requiem from the high ground as well. Net
the Roar.
First down one, and yeah, Roar onto Chibix. He also falls in just a matter of seconds. This is a double damage Ursa going to work.
He hits so hard, dude. It's pretty dangerous. And right now, I just feel like 5EVA are crumbling. They don't have any right clicker at all in their team because Bloodseeker went for this Dagon build, and it's not working anymore. I think G-Guard are solidly gonna take this game from here on, unless there's a miracle for 5EVA.
And the scaling for 5EVA just doesn't feel like it addresses any of the fundamental issues that they're having right now.
I suppose they have the Aghanims coming up now for Windrunner, so she will have some damage, but it's just not
damage isn't even the problem. It's survivability and control that I think is really giving 5EVA problems in these team fights. And for that, yeah, itemization can help a little bit, but their lineup just feels somewhat outclassed. They're up against Light Strike Array and Fisher and Roar, and G-Guard have a lot of survivability, BKBs, mech, and even just Blink Dagger, so that the heroes that 5EVA actually want to go on that are a little bit squishier just start the fight from so far away. Like Ling at the moment is nowhere near being hurt by anyone on 5EVA, aside from the Zeus ultimate.
They're trying to go aggressive here, but didn't get the right click in on the Lion before he blinked. Very nice. Queen, just clearing a creep wave. A little bit early though, because there's the next creep wave coming in. But they're still gonna go and defend top, it seems. And Miracle, is he gonna go for a play here? I don't think there's much to be made. He gets a nice shackle shot, but that's a super tanky target.
He's level 16 Yamate, just needs to get the ultimate off here. He feels like he's in trouble. Miracle does manage to pop the Wind Run. They're gonna chain stun the Wind Ranger here, and as the Wind Run fades...
Okay, that was crazy close. He almost got that, and at the same time they did bring down the Beastmaster and stole the gem. So that's really massive. Bloodseeker now, fueled by the attempt on top lane, is really quick as well.
And they come over to mid lane, they look towards Net, KS locking him down. Net in the lane with a few auto attacks, trying to turn this one. Would have been huge if he'd killed the Lion, would have got a really big heal off of that, but just going to end up being the Aegis popped, and I think G-Guard just going to back up to their base and regroup for another attempt.
5EVA want to go though, they want to go on the Shadow Fiend right now. Oh,
okay, blinks back to his team, Sonic Creep Blood Red gets dropped on nothing. Comboed those creeps.
Net is like, what? I'm already gone, guys. Like, what are you doing? We'll see what Net picks up now. Okay, he's going into a Scotty most likely, as he adds up the ultimate orb here. No other build really that you want. You just want the Scotty or the Stole is super good. Good stats as well.
KS pretty happy with his point booster picked up. He's got the... Wait, is that the stolen gem or did they buy one?
Stolen from...
no, there's two. So he has one, and I think the Bloodseeker has the stolen gem. Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
So they did buy one of their own to get a little bit of dewarding done. There isn't a single ward on the map right now for either team, but there is the Hawk wandering around for Ben, somewhat.
It's fine. Vision is overrated, dude.
Who needs it? In terms of actual wards and inventories, there's also none for 5EVA. Though KS is going to be picking some up now, and Ling has one waiting there for him. So we should see a bit more vision established, or at least attempting to establish some more vision. I like this ward up on the high ground. I think Lina may have just light strike.
It's a good anti-gem ward.
Yeah, it's somewhat unlikely to be dewarded. You're always looking for those high ground spots or places that are covered in weird angles by fog or only give you the tiniest little sliver of vision, but anything that you can get is worth it.
Yeah, another D-ward going down here, so Radiant again down to having 0 observe wards, and we see the little Tinker ward as well here during the push. Along with the Hawk, there's a lot of vision from the side here. Oh, Ursa going around, but he gets found.
Yeah, he's gonna get bursted down almost instantly, and now for G-Guard, they have to sound the retreat, but Ben gets ruptured up and then shackled to his own Necrobook, as Miracle's gonna finish him off with a few more focus-fired auto attacks, and Lawson deciding that he's not done just yet, is looking
Ling
for something over here in the jungle. Ling just going to be TPing out. Sonic Wave's available, but Earthshaker is already back at the fountain, and he's going to be just fine.
He'll be just fine. I feel that was kind of unfortunate for the Ursa. He made a very weird roll there, though, going around without the Beastmaster. He always wants to walk with the Beastmaster, because that's the reliable disable, and then Ursa will kill someone during that time. But he kind of ran around the corner with no vision there, ran into a Lion, got hexed. And, you know, unlucky for him, the Lion did have backup. It's not like they even saw the Ursa walk around, they just kind of ran into each other.
We have seen some attempts at making good use of the Blood Rage synergy this game, and I think that's something that we haven't necessarily seen as much from some of the past Bloodseeker games in this qualifier. Miracle actually finds another solo kill on net bottom, but he's going to get punished by a Dragon Slave into a Laguna Blade.
That's still good, though.
From Winter.
What the fuck?
He's not impressed.
Yeah,
he's like, Winter, why are you there? Net was out of position. He was my free kill.
Yeah.
But Winter had his back.
Miracle. Just going for every chance that he can get. Still good for him, though, because he got a solo kill on the enemy Shadow Fiend, which is huge. And then the enemy brought 2 heroes down there to kill him. So in terms of space creation, that's how you do it. You know, get a kill and then die with enemy investing more resources and time than you did, so that your team can farm more than the enemy team during this. It's just a good play still. Shadow Fiend, though, looking pretty good for farm with all of this. Looks like it's going to be the BKB build next for Windrunner, so no one can really stop him from focusing his target. Apart from the Beastmaster, I suppose.
Yamate runs forward, gets silenced here, but just going to slap down some illusions. Does see the Sonic Wave. Ysera comes force staffing in, but that's his only method of escape. And Ursa is going to say, thank you very much. Finish him off.
I don't think he can aggressively force staff like that as Zeus, but he tried. They wanted to burst him. Yamate was holding on to his BKB for so long that Ysera thought that he could get his burst out as well before the BKB came. But he got baited by Yamate.
But KS coming in for round 2, makes the attempt, but doesn't quite have the range.
God, this is so awkward to watch now. He's gonna get killed for sure here.
It's like, okay, yeah, I accept this. that was my bad.
And that's a gem that he gave back to the enemy team as well. Nice TP out here, gonna make it at least the Bloodseeker, as Beastmaster doesn't have a blink dagger yet and couldn't really get in range.
That's one of those just, oh man, I screwed up kind of moments. Like,
blink in and you only get in range for the creeps and you stand there like a Dumbo.
I accept my fate.
And Ursa now starting to build towards that MKB, gonna counter the Windrunner.
Definitely needs it.
Yeah.
Do you think one for the Shadow Fiend as well, or does he look towards maybe Butterfly now? I know that Windrunner's going to be able to buy up an MKB at some stage if he goes for the Butterfly, but it still seems like a decent item. What do you think?
I think you should go for... that's tough, actually, the next item for Shadow Fiend. That's not that easy to say. I think Satanic is pretty fine. There's so much one burst damage on the side of 5 Eva. You have the Queen ulti, you have the Finger. Like, a lot of these things they use, and if you can just regen through it afterwards, then you're gonna be good to push high ground. Because that's pretty much what they need to itemize for now, is like being able to break high ground against 5 Eva. I think Satanic is probably the best choice here. Adding more damage doesn't really make sense when you have Lina and Ursa in your team. You just need to be tanky, I think.
Okay, yeah, I can follow that line of thinking for sure. What else have we got? Chaos has almost picked up a Aghanim Scepter on his Lion. He's also almost got level 16, so some big plays potential coming out there. The smoke has been revealed over on Yamate, but he's waiting for the rest of his team to get in position. The Hex does come out, but the Fisher counter-initiates, and
he just picked up the gem on the courier, and now he loses it again. Was this the second gem, actually?
It might have been, yeah.
I think it was...
Let's have a quick look at the item panel. So I think gem on the Earthshaker belongs to Ben, and the gem on the Beastmaster belongs to Chaos. So, so there's only 2 gems in the game, but they've now both been passed over to G-Guard. Yeah. Both by Lion.
Within the time span of like 90 seconds. His team must be looking at right now. Like,
I actually just want to look at how that affects the net worth.
It doesn't show.
Oh, it's not on.
It doesn't show on. No, it doesn't show on net worth. Okay, Divine Rapier does, I believe, but the gem doesn't.
Okay, that's a little bit inconsistent, but
I suppose it doesn't. Or maybe it doesn't, it's just other golds affecting, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Okay, Ursa just slapping down
Comes in out of nowhere and just slaps down the Bloodseeker.
He had cooldown on his Silver's Edge because he was using it to maneuver, I guess. But yeah, no survivability. That's where a Yule Scepter would have looked mighty fine.
Gonna get roared. Necrobook coming out as well from Ben. No one else here just yet to help him out. But there is Winter coming around the corner.
Mana burn just barely burning enough for him not to be able to use Windrun.
Nice Orchid from Pelosa, actually going to keep him safe here as unable to drop any further stuns, but Yamate is still able to keep on chasing.
This is the downside. When you blink away, some heroes can just blink pursue you as a Queen of Pain, and meanwhile, actually, they even get a kill on KS again, dying for the 3rd time in like 4 minutes.
I love the back and forth between KS and Net this game. They've given Net a really hard time, and in return, I think he's now giving KS.
Sarah dying as well, so all 5 of 5 ever just dying in succession here. And buyback being forced out by Zeus. I think that's a good buyback. He knows that someone has to go back and defend these high grounds. There's still half a minute on multiple of his teammates.
And they do have a glyph, actually.
So buybacking as soon as possible is good. It makes you have your buyback ready as soon as possible later on.
Yeah, but Zeus trying to hold on to the high ground, but Yamate comes running in, pops everything, 4 hits.
All right.
Finishes off the Zeus. Chipix is going to get locked down, and
that's
it's only a few more to finish off the Bloodseeker. And Net teaming up there, and as you said, that may very well be it for 5-Ever here.
Yamate, no fear, just forcing down. I don't know. I think that the Dagon Bloodseeker is now 50% win rates in professional games.
The first item.
Dagon level 1 Bloodseeker. Or like Dagon Rush, I should say. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Maybe someone will come in and redeem it later on.
We'll have to see. Chaos just getting chased back again by Net here. A couple more auto attacks to finish him off. Pelosi just gets chopped by the Beastmaster.
Trying to TP out all 5 are alive here on G-Guard, so very tough to go into that fight.
There's going to be a Monkey King bar for Net, but I don't think is he even going to end up getting that one delivered in time? It's making its way out right now, but
yeah, so much items on that courier. Courier coming with like 10k net worth.
Let's go, Chibix. Let's Blood Rage up this Zeus. Let's drop some damage.
Yeah,
what do you got?
Try. I mean, you have to try.
Yeah, Thunder God's Wrath comes out. Pelosi goes jumping in as well. He's Blood Rage taking lots of damage, but turnarounds looks for the Sonic Wave. Gets a bit of a heal, I think, off the Lina kill.
That was really nice. He healed up because of it, yeah.
Bloodseeker lifted towards the air. They do manage to bring down Net as well. Ysera actually laying into everyone on G-Guard. And that's a triple kill for your Zeus. Yamate just playing the objective, hitting away at the racks. Just going to take 1 or 2 more auto attacks to finish it.
Yamate?
Wait, come on, Yamate. 40 health on the building.
Killed the building, Yamate.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Ysera's like, I'm going to deny it.
I like how he hits it once.
Wait, how much health does it have now?
4?
4 health.
He had 40, and he dealt 36.
This game got clowny pretty quickly. Chipix is zapping out over on Winter. Gives him the buff. That's not what you want to do. It's the Laguna Blade to the face.
Oh my god. You start denying for your own mega creeps. Wow, this guy's spoiler.
Okay, I think both of these teams are just having a little bit of fun.
Yeah, they're just playing it out. They want to have fun. Boys just want to have fun, dude.
Earthshaker picking up his Shadow Blade here. Ling's gonna go running out looking for some solo kills. He popped back and bought the Shadow Blade.
I don't know what Yamate was thinking there when he TP'd out. He's like, yep, that should do it. I'll just job's done here, boys.
Brush my hands off. It's been a hard day's work.
48 HP range tracks. My job is done.
Oh well. I want Ling to go and just run over into the Radiant base and
I'm pretty sure
hold him at once and finish it off.
Pretty sure Ysera is gonna run up and deny the top rack soon.
Okay, Net comes in once again. I think he's looking for KS here. He's gonna get Yulesed up, dropped down, stunned up, finished off. Another Yules. Ling looking for the chance stun as the Requiem and the Echo Slam blow up Miracle and
so
KS.
Many ultis, la.
Looks like he's had enough. That's going to be the GG welcome.
Go Ysera, deny.
Deny the racks.
Deny.
Get it.
Deny. Oh, deny.
Oh,
deny.
Come on.
Deny.
He's not going to do it.
Oh my god, they're holding on. Okay, he's selling everything to buy Refresher. He doesn't have the money. This is kind of awkward. Get a creep, dude.
Okay, more creeps. More creeps.
Get some farm.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Yeah, I think it's pretty pretty convincing performance though this game. Like, I really like to see GR go for the Ursa here, and I think Yamato played it really well.
Yeah.
Like the way they used it, because he had a really tough laning stage and then he recovered so well.
Oh my god, that 80% damage reduction.
He's taking no damage.
The Fountain at the moment.
Yeah.
They're gonna wipe them all out. G-Guard end this game in style. And it looks like that should be that for
5-Eva could have ended in style by denying their own racks, dude.
Did either axe call the GG?
Mega creeps.
Yeah.
And then just, you know, sell items for refresher. It's good times. Well, that does it for this series. So we have another 2-0. G-Guard 2-0ing 5-Eva. Of course, 2-0s are worth a lot of points. You guys have been watching a lot of games now, so you probably know this.
Everyone knows about that at this stage, I think.
Of course. Everyone is hardcore.
Yeah. So, I don't know.